What's up, guys? This is episode 15 of the Last Pick Sports Podcast. I'm your co-host, Peyton.
And I'm Leighton, and today we talked about the Spurs versus Thunder rivalry. We did a little story time, and to end it off, we called a couple of our fans. Hope you guys enjoy.
All right, we are now live, episode 15.
Well, not live, but
We're live.
We
We're
are
streaming
alive.
on Twitch. Let's see, we got 487 viewers already. We started the stream 4 seconds ago.
oh,
Thank you guys for watching.
this is random, but you brought this up to me today. You heard about the FaZe thing, or everyone left FaZe?
Yeah, it's because Last Pick Sports is on the
Yeah,
come
they're-
up.
they're trying to
We
join
ran
us.
them out. Yeah, oh yeah. What's his name? Jason the Ween or
Jason
something
the
like that.
Ween.
He texted me.
FaZe Adapt.
Yeah, well, Dapt hadn't texted me yet, but Jason, he texted me. He's like, "Hey, me and Lacey are like trying to join. If y'all are like accepting people, because we had announcement. We signed Marlon last week.
Last
so-
Pig Lacey.
Yeah, Last
Kind of
Pick
a tough
Lacey.
name.
Yeah. So in the coming weeks, you guys will see which ones we pick up. We're competing with Overtime right now. Overtime's trying to pick up a couple of them, but yeah, it's a big week. Yeah. R.I.P. FaZe, but
Yeah, I wanted to start off. Again, this is going to be an episode where we didn't really.
listen, it's not. Last week I said, come New Year, we were gonna be moving different.
It's not the new
It's
year.
not New Year.
And I drove 5 hours back here from Kansas. So I got here. Granted, I did get here like 3, but I wanted to settle down.
He drove for 18 hours straight. I mean, can y'all blame him? I was in the gym working on my craft today, so
You and Eli.
yeah, Eli was out there balling too.
That's tough. All right, what are your? I wanted to talk about this in the beginning. Spurs beat the OKC Thunder for the 3rd time
I know,
this year.
I wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting it either. We were talking about this a little earlier today, just randomly, but I don't know. There was a rivalry, I think, brewing between it's really honestly just Wemby and the Thunder, but the Spurs and the Thunder, and I think that's what a lot of people were missing in the NBA. It was just a good heated rivalry.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't see that really at all.
no, that's what we
anymore.
need. That's what the NBA needs, bro. In football teams, there are football teams that hate each other, and then there's NBA where it's there's a fight that breaks out, and the announcers are just like, "Oh, you hate to see that."
Yeah.
No, you don't hate to see that. That's what people want to see. We want to see them play with passion.
Yeah.
And this is actually a little rivalry that's kind of brewing. We haven't had an NBA rivalry in a minute.
I just feel leagues in general, not just the NBA, are getting so soft. I
are.
saw today in the Bills versus Eagles game, some Bills player got I don't know exactly what happened, but he got in trouble for taunting, but it resulted in a 1st down for the Eagles. But it was literally all he did. I forget that. I don't know who the name of the player was. I want to say it was. Actually, I don't know. I'm not going to say a name. I want to say it was James Cook, but I don't think it was James Cook. Anyway, he literally all he did was go up to the player and just wave him off.
And he got flagged.
And he got
for
flagged
it.
for it.
Yeah,
It
and the
turned into a
NBA,
first
the
down.
NBA is even way worse than
Yeah.
the NFL. At least in the NFL, they can push each other twice before the refs say.
Yeah,
anything.
but they take away all the good 1st down celebrations.
No, you just can. You can still swing your arms and go like that.
You can't do this anymore.
You can't slat anymore.
You can't gun down people.
You can't shoot people after you score a touchdown. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? If I was in the NFL, dude, I'm busting down the door and I'm shooting everybody in the crowd. I may actually have a gun. I'm not gonna actually shoot people, but it'll be a prop. If I'm in the NFL, I score a touchdown, bro.
They should bring props back.
They should bring props back, bro.
Anyway, we're talking about the NBA here. My bad. I kind of got us off track a little
Oh
bit.
no, it's all good. I mean, listen, we want to see players play with emotion.
Wemby was screaming in excitement after Chet missed a free throw.
Well, I think a lot of that rivalry does stem from
Chet and Wemby.
Yeah, because Wemby kind of beat him out for Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago. And that was it was kind of a toss-up at that point. I mean, Wemby's a much better player now. But, they can't beat him. The first time it was oh, who knows? anyone in the NBA can lose on any given night. The second time it was like, oh shoot, this is crazy. And then the third time in like the span of a month they beat them again.
You don't lose to a team 3 times in a row
And it's not
without them being a better team.
Yeah.
The Spurs are better than the Thunder.
Dude, that Western Conference Finals might feed families.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Spurs win that. And go
I know
to
it's an
finals.
exciting NBA year for me personally.
I love it. I love it. I mean, I thought because the Thunder, to me, the Thunder are like so far ahead of everybody else, but it seems like they just cannot beat the Spurs.
I'd say there's like a three teams that are ahead of everybody else.
Who's that
and that's
to you?
Thunder,
Yeah.
Spurs,
Yeah.
and the Knicks.
I think that's valid. I think that's a valid take.
You could maybe
sure.
put you could maybe put the Pistons in there.
To me, the Pistons
They're
are
a
kind of
good
a tier.
team.
They're a tier 2 team for me because it's like they have the record to maybe be put in
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but they haven't proven it
Yeah,
to me
yeah.
yet that they really belong right there.
Like Knicks are just deep. They have, I mean, Tyler Kolek is coming out of nowhere.
Kolek,
and
yeah.
he's cold. I heard Timothy Chalamet. That's why he's been going to so many Knicks games. He's preparing to play Tyler Kolek in a biopic.
Well, yeah, they're both.
That's a joke.
They're both candidates for White Boy of the Year, so
Yeah.
that would make sense. They're up there with Austin Reeves and Jackson Dart. New York's got
Jackson
some
Dart's
white
fallen
boys.
off that for me.
Oh yeah,
He was earlier in the NFL season, but he has not been.
yeah. I mean, he kind
Ever
of got
since Cam,
or Scat. I heard Scat's. He's a potential nominee for
Yeah.
White Boy of the Year.
I feel like
too.
if he was didn't get injured and was playing the entire season, he'd probably be number 1 pick.
Let me look up who the White Boy of the Year candidates are.
Why don't we just make our own?
I'm down.
Let's do top.
How many
top-
nominees are there?
I was gonna say top 3 or top 5. What do you
Let's
think?
do 5.
All right. Does it matter if we have the same ones?
No, you go ahead. I'm looking up and seeing what Safari has to say real quick.
Off the top of my head, white boys.
All right, this is what Safari says. Timothy Chalamet just came out with a new movie. I went and watched that one.
Timmy's he's good.
Yeah, and this is white Americans according to Safari. So Timothy Chalamet, Tyler Kolek, Jackson Dart, Scatterbo, and Leighton Betancourt is what Safari says. So you did crack the top 5.
I made it in the top 5. It's a
You
better way.
cracked everyone in the top 5.
Oh. Okay. I like Timothy Chalamet in that list. I like Kolek. Like I said, maybe Jackson Dart's he might be he's probably not top 10 in my opinion.
Yeah.
Same with Scatterbo.
Yeah.
Leighton, I don't know. I think he barely makes top 15.
I don't know. I think it's deserving. He's had a big year. He's
True.
gained 700 followers on TikTok. Well, 699 now.
I saw that.
Like 1,000. It was like 1,095 followers on Instagram. Now it's like 1,083.
I think it's like 84.
But it's been a big year. I mean, I don't know. I mean, as far as percentages go, you've had a higher percentage of, follower increase than they have. So, maybe not the exact numbers, but percentages, you've had the biggest year.
700%.
Yeah.
On TikTok alone.
Yeah. Let alone Instagram, let alone Spotify, let alone YouTube.
Yeah.
Facebook Reels. So
We need to get on YouTube Reels.
we should get on Shorts.
That way they can you got YouTube Shorts. That way they can just
Yeah.
click on our profile and have our videos
Yeah,
pop up.
that's facts, honestly.
We've been lacking on posting a little bit. That's because, I don't know, this week was hard. Christmas. I was in Kansas.
Listen, we're just waiting for the new year. After the new year,
Dude, once we get a desk in here, new mics, new us.
it's gonna be crazy.
I want to be starting I've started my fitness journey, but I'm gonna be starting my
Like you're getting after it.
I'm gonna lock in the most love I've ever locked in.
Yeah, I hurt my ankle over the summer, and I haven't been able to jump or dunk or anything since. Just bought peptides, just bought a bunch of syringes, and I'm about to start shooting myself up. So it's gonna be a big.
BBC 157.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big year. BBC 157.
What did I say?
No, you said it
Okay,
right.
man.
I said it wrong. It's gonna be a big year for us. I mean, this time next year we're probably gonna be sitting here. We'll probably have, I don't know, 6 million followers if I had to guess.
Just ballpark.
We'll probably both be jacked.
My goal isn't jacked. It's more shredded.
Yeah, you more of a yeah.
I just my main goal is to just have like a walking six pack.
Yeah, like a no flex six
No
pack.
flex six pack.
Yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, we probably won't even be sitting here. We'll probably be in, some gated community at that point.
Like Bel Air or something.
Probably, yeah.
The show
And
on Netflix.
With our producer, I don't know who you think our producer will be at that point. Probably like Rihanna, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe like Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn will probably be our other co-hosts. Shane Gillis will be working the camera, but he only talks whenever we let him. It's going to be a big year. 2026 is the year of the
I'm
last
excited.
pick.
2025 is a good year. It's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I heard that 2026 is going to be moving like 2016. So
10 years later, so it better be.
yeah,
That's crazy, actually.
10 years is
That is nuts.
bro. I mean, who knows, bro? 20 years from now, we may actually be married 20 years from now. That's going to
To
be...
each other?
Whoa.
Oh, you meant
Whoa.
like separately.
I'm talking about to our beautiful wives.
How in 2036?
Maybe, I mean, if we're lucky enough, maybe.
Well, how old will we be in 2036? Is it that's just
I mean,
11 years?
33, 32, 33.
I'll be 32, you'll be 33?
Yeah.
If I'm not married by then, I'm going to put a spoon in my neck.
Yeah. Yeah. If I don't either have $1 million in the bank or a wife, we're going to have some problems.
Yeah. Hey. Never mind.
Hey.
All right, there's a story I wanted to bring up when I was back home in Kansas over Christmas. I was talking to my stepdad, and he just randomly told me and my brother-in-law that in high school he played against Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was in the first round of the state tournament because they did it. I guess they did it differently.
In Kansas?
In Kansas. It was because Barry Sanders played for Wichita North in high school. And this is what he told me. They lost the game. It was 16-14. Barry Sanders was a running back.
Yeah.
And my stepdad was also a running back. So
Top duel.
So in the week before the game, he told me that like the offensive coordinator like took the offense and like was showing them like the plays that they would run for Barry Sanders, and he straight up told me, like, there's no way we're winning this game.
Are you serious?
So for like the entire week before the game, they let the grass grow out on the field, and they watered the crap out of it.
No way.
This is what he told me, and yeah, but they lost. But he said the year after that they beat Wichita North, but Barry Sanders
He wasn't on the team
wasn't
anymore.
on the team anymore.
Yeah, they like hid nails and thumbtacks all over the field.
Is that crazy though?
That is crazy.
It's like
That's nuts.
it's a crazy thing to just spring on me, and I never knew that.
Barry Sanders is one of those dudes that like I'm such a new age guy. I'm such an old head hater, to be honest, where like you go back and watch film and it's like, gosh, those dudes back in the day sucked. Dude, if you watch film on Barry Sanders, it is like still jaw dropping, bro.
It's like night and day.
He's like the shiftiest,
Yeah.
one of the shiftiest dudes I've ever
Yeah.
seen, bro. And he was doing that like way back when on 9 inches of grass.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
and mud.
dude was a baller. That's actually awesome
Yeah.
that they did that to the field,
I
though.
know.
That's hilarious.
But hey, it was a close game, 16-14. I don't know what my stepdad's
16,
stats were.
oh, 16,
I don't
14?
think my stepdad scored.
Well, I mean, probably not if it was 16, 14, but
Yeah.
that's sweet, though.
Yeah,
I wonder if they won the state championship that year. Barry Sanders.
it's probably a good chance. I don't know what year that would have been. Anyway, you want to make some calls?
Let's do some calls. We
We got you. Who do you want to call first, my buddy?
yeah.
All right, we're about to call my good friend Carter Topliff. He's my buddy from Kansas.
Carter.
He is like the most knowledgeable guy I've ever met on the Kansas City Chiefs. He loves the Chiefs, and he knows them inside and out. And we didn't prepare any questions, to be honest. We'll just think of some on the spot.
We're just raw dogging this call.
We'll probably just, let's just talk. Let's just call him up.
All right, I'll hand you the phone to start it off.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, somebody picks up.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Carter, you are live on the Last Pick Sports Podcast.
All righty, let's do it.
All right. So you just want to introduce yourself real quick? I kind of already did, but, just for...
Yeah, hey, so my name is Carter Topliff, longtime Kansas native, good buddy Leighton Betancourt, one of my groomsmen at my wedding, one of the best guys I know. Consider myself pretty knowledgeable on sports, particularly the Chiefs. My wife will tell you I get a little animated when it comes to Chiefs games, so I'm a pretty passionate fan. So ready to share what I know on the podcast tonight. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I was told actually by Sam, my brother-in-law, and your wife's brother, that you were at the Chiefs game where Mahomes tore his ACL.
Yeah, unfortunately I was. We got tickets as a Christmas present and had the misfortune of watching him go down, pretty close to where we were sitting. And I could tell you that's probably, in all my years of going to Chiefs games, maybe the quietest I've heard that stadium. And then on top of that, like 3 plays later, Gardner Minshew goes in and throws a pick to end our playoff hopes in our season. So it was pretty much worst case scenario that game. But
yeah. So I guess I'll just start off first question. Sorry, I'm talking to you like I'm a robot.
No, you're good. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this year's season for the Chiefs?
I mean, what can you say except disappointing? I mean, we had heard all offseason that this was going to be the revenge tour after getting, embarrassed, frankly, in the Super Bowl, that they were going to retool, reload, and come back with a vengeance. And honestly, the pieces were there. I mean, you look at the roster that they built around Mahomes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about him. It goes through him. I had really had high hopes for the receiver core, guys like Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy. They had drafted a guy named Jalen Royals. And there was a lot of talk that this was going to be an explosive offense that we hadn't really seen since Tyreek Hill left. And it just didn't happen. I mean, it was pretty much anything and everything that they had happened to them was their own fault. I mean, whether that would just be the offense not on the same page, drops, penalties on crucial plays, and then on the defensive side of the ball, there's no pressure. I mean, a lot of people say you win football games in the trenches, and our defensive line is probably one of the worst I've ever seen in my lifetime as a Chiefs fan, just horrible. So I think it's just a pretty much Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that's pretty much what happened this year, on top of all of the injuries. And then, of course, when Mahomes goes down, you can pretty much just watch the season. So pretty disappointing, but I think it's also a great opportunity for the team to really assess, where do we go from here? The dynasty that we know is over. So how do you retool it and try to get back to where you've been the last 3-4 years?
Yeah. So what do you think needs to happen or change, in your opinion, going into next season?
Yeah, well, I see a lot of people say that Andy Reid needs to, either be fired or resign. And I think that's ludicrous. I think people who tell you that haven't been Chiefs fans long enough to appreciate where we were. You're talking about guys like Todd Haley, Romeo Crennel, Herm Edwards, that ran the coaching staff and the team before Andy got there. And so I don't think Andy needs to go. I think he has earned that respect. I think there do need to be conversations about the staff around him, though. I think our offensive coordinator, Matt Nagy, probably will get a head coaching job elsewhere, and I really understand that based on what's going on this year, but let him go. Our wide receiver coach, Connor Embry, needs to be fired. That man had no coaching experience at the professional level before he got to the Chiefs. I could argue that our receivers have regressed under him. I think that there needs to be some serious conversations about the coaching staff, frankly, and having allowed this roster to just kind of become stale. The philosophy, We have a lot of old guys that we continuously bring back that have been around the organization for a long time. Guys like Derek Nottie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And I think a lot of those guys have been around, and that's great. You want to keep your people in, but I think it's time for some new blood on the coaching staff. And frankly, around Patrick Mahomes. When you have an injury like this, you really have to question, what can we do to make it easier for him? Because he's going to be 31 when he comes back and plays. And an ACL injury, as you guys can probably imagine, and anybody watching knows when it comes to athletes, is a hard thing to recover from. So how do we retool the team to be able to complement him as he gets older and as he comes back from injury? So a roster overhaul, I think the draft is a great opportunity to do that. So,
Yeah, really insightful. I like that. Another question for you. It was recently disclosed that the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, Arrowhead, will be moving to the Kansas side. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, as a Kansas native, I'm really excited. I mean, as someone who, my wife and I live in Lawrence, so that's only like 30 minutes away from where the new location is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Any of you have ever been out there to Arrowhead, and where the Kansas City Royals play, Kauffman for that matter, there's nothing out there. I mean, I think you got a water resort, a hotel that has a lot of known crime around it, a Taco Bell. I mean, it's just not a very good location for the team. So
Yeah.
from a finance standpoint and a logistics for myself, it's great. However, losing an iconic stadium like Arrowhead sucks. I mean, if you look around the NFL today, there's so many cookie cutter stadiums. The Raiders Stadium, Allegiant in Vegas, is a dome that's very similar. The Bears' new proposed stadium is very similar. I think we're going to see a lot more of that because at the end of the day, owners want to make money. So I'm sad to see Arrowhead go. I think it's iconic, and I think it's going to be really hard to replicate what makes Arrowhead special, that being the loudest stadium in the world, because it's actually designed in such a way to make it loud with the acoustics. So you're not going to be able to replicate that. And then also, humbly, I think Kansas City has the best barbecue on planet Earth. So the tailgating is also a huge, factor for that. But I mean, I'm excited. A new stadium means possibly getting a Super Bowl in Kansas City, Final Fours for basketball, concerts year round. So it'll be great, but it will be sad to see such an iconic stadium go.
Yeah, totally agree. Well, Peyton, you got any questions?
Yeah, I'll take it. All right, this is Peyton. I got 2 questions for you. All right. First one, I've got the name of a man who I think can revive the Chiefs program, and I want to hear what you think. Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts. See, fantasy football legend. Every year we hear, this is going to be the year for Kyle Pitts. This is going to be the year for Kyle Pitts. Take him high. I think if there's anybody that could maybe bring him to what we always thought, I think that's a guy like Travis Kelce. I know there's a lot of speculation about Kelce retiring. And everybody has said for years when we draft tight ends, this is the Kelce replacement. This is the Kelce replacement. I haven't seen that yet, so I wouldn't be opposed to taking a flyer on Pitts, keeping Kelce for a year, letting him give him everything he knows, and see what happens. I mean, it depends on what the contract is. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I would love a beast like Pitts to be able to kind of take that role that Kelce has had for over a decade. I love that idea.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've talked about it before, but every year he scores one more touchdown. His rookie year, he scored 1. His second year, he scored 2. Third year, 3. So this year, he needs one more touchdown to keep that going, and he'll have 5 this year. So if y'all can just lock him down for a 15-year contract, he will be the best tight end in the NFL.
He'll be 45, and then that man will be scoring 20-some touchdowns a season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, y'all just need to lock him down. My second question, you mentioned that Leighton was one of the groomsmen at your wedding. I think there's a question people really want to know. How did you get a wife at such a young age? Because me and Leighton are having trouble out here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was fortunate enough to marry my high school sweetheart, and we were really good friends before we actually, decided to try out a romantic relationship. I will say, for any guy out there that wants to find the love of their life, keep her happy, buy her the things she wants, but also be honest with each other. I mean, honesty is the key to any happy relationship. Communication is the key to any happy relationship. It also helped that I knew her parents already too. So I was fortunate enough, like I said, to know her from a very young age. But like I said, I think that the communication, honesty, and just keeping your relationship alive. Don't get stale with what you're doing. It's easy to sit on the couch every night and watch TV, grab a beer, watch sports like I know you guys do, you degenerates. But, take her out to dinner. Find ways to spice up your relationship, and I think that's the key. Like I said, I've only been married for 6 months, and she's going to be a lawyer. So, someday, Chiefs season ticket holder 2035, you can book it. But
All right. Well, that was quite the answer. That sounds like me and Leighton need to go back to high school. All right. Well, I love it. Your answers were formulated way better than anything me and Leighton could have said. So we appreciate you taking the time. All right. Have a good one.
Love you, Carter.
Yeah, you too. Bye, man.
See ya.
All right. That was our Chiefs expert.
One thing I want to add on the Chiefs Arrowhead Stadium transfer, I don't know if you even know this. I was going to point it out to Carter, but his answers were really good. The current Arrowhead Stadium on the Missouri border, the Missouri side of the border, it holds 75,000. The new one that's going to be on the Kansas side only holds 60,000.
Really?
And they're having Arrowhead's famous for having like an open roof.
Yeah.
The new one's going to have a retractable roof.
You see, there's some stadiums that I like just being cold. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the season, whenever it is 4 degrees in Kansas City, like just unbearably cold, like that's just right to me.
It was.
Like,
I mean, it's just a nostalgia for me because I grew up going to. If you don't know, if you've never been to Kansas City or if you've never been to the Arrowhead Stadium, say the Arrowhead Stadium is right here that holds the Chiefs. The Kansas City Royals MLB team is literally right here. You could walk to each. It's just. I grew up going to so many Royals games and a couple Chiefs games, and like they're just right next to each other. It was like it's just nostalgia for me. And now that that's gone, I'm worried that the Royals are going to leave too. I don't think they will, because now that area is going away, they could do so much with it.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I think I don't know. I love and hate it because the new stadium is going to be over by where. I don't even know if you've ever been up there.
I went to a Royals game this summer, so I know that area.
But it's going to be over, the new stadium's going to be over by like Legends, which is like a huge shopping center, basically what's in Rogers.
Oh,
But
something like that.
Something like that, but bigger. And it's going to be right next to Sporting KC,
Oh,
which
really?
is the MLS team.
How far is that going to be from like Arrowhead now?
I think oh, you're talking about the new stadium compared to the old stadium?
Yeah, like
30 minutes,
30
maybe
minutes.
less. I don't know. I also heard, this was my uncle, me and my uncle were talking about it back home, that it's a horrible deal for Kansas, for the state of Kansas, because the taxpayers are paying for it.
I've heard that.
Even though the
that.
the billionaire Hunt family that owns the Chiefs could pay for it out of pocket easily.
Yeah.
And
Well, they don't even really need to move, though.
They
is the
don't.
thing.
they just want it in Kansas because, I don't know.
Yeah, that sucks. At least y'all got bragging rights that it's in Kansas now.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, that was good. Some radio shows, they have people call in. We call the people.
We call you.
So with that being said, who should we call next? I think let's just start calling.
You call Eli? I'm afraid Eli will have to bleep some
I think he's
things.
on the game.
Oh,
is the
really?
problem. Yeah.
We called one of my buddies. You want to call one of your buddies?
You know what? I'll call GBA, Greek Basketball Association legend, Jamison Harden.
Oh, JMO. What's he up to?
I don't know. We're about to find out. It is a great segment. He better answer.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
This
The
doesn't
person
sound
you're
like
trying to reach
JMO.
is not available. At the
All right.
Okay, back up. Mason?
Let's call Mason. Another GBA legend, Mason Krakow. Former Bentonville Tiger. Former... Come on, guys. Come on,
No.
guys.
Well, Winston. What?
He's at a wedding.
Oh, never mind.
Should I call Ronnie Brewer?
Do you have his number?
Yeah, he used to train me.
Think he'll
Kobe
answer.
Bryant. Should I call Kobe Bryant?
You have, oh, God. It's just, oh, I was about to make a joke.
J-Mo's at dinner, guys. He didn't just ignore me.
Fair. Ridge. Zane?
Let's see. What's Mason's excuse? He said, if I call, am I online? Yes, bro. Call me. So you just hanging up my calls?
Damn.
Yeah, we can call Ridge. Let's call Ridge. Oh, here we go. We are now getting a call from Mason Krakow. All right, we are now live with former Bentonville Tiger and GBA legend Mason Krakow. Mason, thanks for calling.
How's it going, Mr. Pope?
Oh, it's not too bad. We're just we're live right now. We have, let me check. We have 48,000 viewers right now on Twitch, watching from home, and they wanted to hear some of your opinions.
Wow. Well, my biggest discussion I want to talk about today, because I'm a Giants fan, is do you think that they should have lost on purpose to secure the number one pick?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, it's funny because we were actually just talking about the Giants in our White Boy of the Year nominees, and Jackson Dart's name got brought up. So
And Scats.
Wow.
yeah, and Scataboo both.
The Giants are running with the white boys.
Oh no, Winston's calling me. I'll have to hold. I'll have to. Yeah, I'll end that one. We'll call him back. Oh crap! I accidentally answered. Wait 1 second. I'll call you back. I clicked the wrong button, dude. That's the most panicking thing. Oh no! Oh,
What'd he say?
He's mad.
What'd he say?
Mason said, "I'm never calling this show again." Oh no, this is disaster. This is disaster.
This is worst case.
This is bad.
No,
Listen, I apologize. Winston called me and there was like 5 buttons on my screen and I clicked the wrong one.
No, I get it, dude. You don't want to talk to me.
No, I do.
Giants.
I want
do.
to talk to you, Mason.
I do.
Thank you, Leighton.
All right. So your question was, should they have lost on purpose today?
Or should they have had the winner's mentality like they did to get a win for the fans?
Here's what I'll say. Here's my opinion on that topic. I think you keep it as close as you can, and then fourth quarter comes around. If you think you have a chance of winning, you throw that out the window and you lose the game. All right, listen. Here's the thing. You said either they could lose, get the number one pick, or they could have a winning mentality for the fans. The fans already know that this season is over. All right. So why would we not want to have a winning mentality for the future seasons? Because if we don't secure a high pick, I say we as if I'm a Giants fan. If the Giants don't secure a high pick, they may not have a winning mentality for a few seasons now. So I think they need one of the top picks. As a Giants fan, is there any position in the draft that you're really looking to hit hard?
No, we don't need the number one pick because whoever has the one pick, they need a quarterback, and we have our future with Jackson Dart. So I'm not upset with them winning just because we don't need a quarterback. But if we had needed a quarterback, I would have wanted them to lose.
So you would rather have Jackson Dart than I don't know, Diego Pavia?
Yes, 100%.
Are you sure?
One is proven in the NFL, and another one's just schooling a bunch of 18 to 20-year-olds.
Well, here's what I'll say. One of them has 8 years of experience, and one of them doesn't.
Yeah, 8 years of college experience.
Yeah, that might be right.
And Dart's final year of college, he was at the Heisman ceremony.
Well, Pavia was also at the Heisman ceremony. He was second.
Yeah, but Dart didn't need 8 years of college experience to get there.
So you telling me that you're an Ole Miss fan?
No.
All right, good to hear. All right, I'm passing the phone over to my co-host, Leighton Betancourt.
Good, because I have a question for him, too.
Oh, gosh. What's your question?
All right, I don't know if you watched the Bills game today.
I caught a little bit of it.
Well, they were losing to the Eagles the whole game, and then they make a last-second comeback to tie or to be down 1 point. Do you go for 2 in that situation, or do you kick it and play in overtime since you're playing so hot?
What happened in the game? Did they go for 2 and miss it?
So it was 13-0. The
Mhm.
Eagles were up, and then the second half, the Bills scored 12 straight unanswered points, and the Eagles had like 18 yards of total offense. But the Bills missed the extra point to where they either could have tied it with an extra point or went for 2 at the end of the game, and they went for 2 and missed it.
I think the new overtime rules, I'd probably go for just kicking it and tying it. Going for 2 is. Would you have gone for 2?
I would not have gone for 2, and with the new overtime rules, I was just seeing if you liked.
I do like an aggressive team, but I think, especially with the new overtime rules, like we said, going for the tie is the correct play. That's not something I'd expect out of the Bills. I didn't catch the end of that, but I have a question for you.
All right, what's your question?
I had a freezing cold take a couple episodes back that including this season, within the next 5 years, the Giants will win a Super Bowl and Jackson Dart will be the Super Bowl MVP. Do you agree or disagree with that take?
I mean, it's obviously anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Giants won't ever be good, though, personally. I think they might make the playoffs, upset a team first round, and that's about as far as their ceiling is.
Do you think that they're kind of like a Jets-esque team?
Yeah. I mean, I will say they have to hire a head coach. So if they get like a Gruden type of guy or a really good head coach, then maybe.
Yeah, I like that.
Bill Belichick leaves North Carolina, maybe.
I don't think he will now that Bobby Petrino's offensive coordinator. They could build something up there.
That is true. But I wouldn't say it's a impossible task take that you had.
Yeah, I would like to see it. I like Jackson Dart and I like the Giants. So
next year will be a good year to see if that's possible, barring no injuries.
Will Scat be back next year?
Scat and Neighbors, full team.
That'll be scary.
Giants will get a top 5 pick, which they might trade and get more assets.
I mean, when Scat was playing, they had some good upsets.
Yeah, I think they could turn some tables, especially with the NFC being so
weak.
I don't know. The whole conference is pretty stacked, though.
Yeah.
But
all right, I'm gonna hand you back off to Peyton.
All right.
Eli texted you.
I'll tell you my opinion on the Bills, what the Bills should have done. All right, if I'm the head coach. Listen, it was a slow-paced game. I saw a player get tackled, and I think he's probably slid 15 yards out of bounds. That's how wet the field was. But listen, I'm the Bills. I'm at home. I got momentum going my way. I have one of the best mobile quarterbacks, one of the best quarterbacks, period, on my team. I've got the leading rusher in the NFL on my team, and I can't trust him to get 3 yards and go win me a football game. I'm going for 2 right there. RPO, and we're looking to score and win that game, all right? We got momentum going. It's been a slow game. We finally were able to get into the end zone. I'm going for a touchdown to win it.
Even with the new overtime rules, they held the Eagles to 17 yards in that whole half.
Here's the thing. Whenever I'm going to say 2 words, well, 2.5 words. I don't know if this counts as 3. I'm going to say 2.5 words, and you tell me what the first thing you think of is. Bills overtime.
13-second, or the Chiefs.
That's 100% correct. Listen, the Bills don't win games in overtime. They infamously lose games in overtime. We're winning that thing in regulation, and we're going home, getting a good night's rest, and we're opening up the rest of our gifts because for some reason we didn't open them on Christmas.
Well, they lost
Well, that's because they didn't go for 2. I'm telling you.
No,
They did go for 2.
Went for 2 and missed it.
Listen, you're not hearing me correctly. I was in the gym working on my craft today. I couldn't watch this game, all right? I'm just trying to give you my opinion.
Well, you have a winner's mentality, so I like it.
I appreciate that. All right, we'll ask you one more question before we go. What have you been following any Knicks basketball this season?
I watched the NBA Cup. That's pretty much it. I know they're this number 2 seed in the East.
How are you feeling about their chances to do some damage this year in the playoffs?
I think the East is wide open. It's
I agree.
between them and the Magic, and then you get, your Celtics are playing better than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But
Pistons.
I think
Pistons are playing good.
Pistons, I'm not worried about the Pistons or those teams,
Yep.
but I think it doesn't matter. Whoever makes it out of the West, just go ahead and give them the ring now.
I actually 100% agree with you. I think the Knicks will be the team that come out of the East, but whether it's the Thunder, Spurs, or Nuggets or Lakers, I think any of them are winning the finals, to be honest.
Heck, even the Rockets, if they find some momentum.
Honestly, they got the star
The
power to do
pieces.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
my prediction's definitely a West team to win it all.
Yeah, we'll keep that clipped, and we'll make you look like a genius here in 6 months. All right, Mason Krakow, thank you so much for calling in. We look forward to talking to you. I'll just predict it now. We look forward to talking to you at some point in 3 months on the show.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, that was Mason Krakow, former Bentonville Tiger, everyone. All right, should I call Winston back?
Yeah, I called Winston back. See what did he just randomly call you or did you text him?
He was in the chat that I texted.
Oh.
All right, we are now on the phone with former Harbor Wildcat and basketball enthusiast, spot-up shooter of the year, 3-and-D, Klay Thompson, Winston Boston. Winston, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
Oh, it's an honor for us. Listen, we just got off the phone with Mason Krakow, and he said that he's not scared of any team in the East to compete with the Knicks this season. What do you have to say about that?
Well, actually, I just went to Madison Square Garden myself and watched VJ Escombe and Tyrese Maxey single-handedly beat Jalen Brunson and the squad by themselves.
Ooh.
And it was a Sixers team without Embiid because we all know that Embiid does not play.
He never plays. You know that firsthand, having him on your NBA Dynasty team?
Yeah, I think the East is for the taking. And my dark horse team, actually it's not dark horse anymore, but at the beginning of the year, I had the Detroit Pistons
He did.
come out on top of the East.
He did. They're sitting at the 1 seed right now.
Yeah. Bickerstaff and company. I love Cade Cunningham. Love what he's doing with the program. Got a lot of young stars. But my question, I've got a question for both of y'all.
All right, let's hear it.
So I'm going to preface this and say I'm not racist.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
Do not see color. I'm just wanting an opinion.
Okay.
And it is not, I'm just going to censor it now, I guess.
All right.
Before anyone gets upset.
We'll give you our
But my
opinion.
question is, I want y'all to build a starting 5 of color for basketball. So I want a starting 5 all-time white team, starting 5 all-time light-skinned team, and starting 5 all-time black team. And I want to know which starting 5 wins a 7-game series.
Okay. So all time, for the white team, I mean, this goes for every team, but this more applies to the white team. I'm assuming Europeans are allowed.
Yes.
Okay.
Jokic is allowed. Shea is allowed. Anyone is allowed. Just the color of their skin is what matters.
This is horrible.
Oh, gosh. All right.
You guys canceled.
I'll go ahead while Leighton's looking up the light skin team. I'll go ahead and I'll give you my white team. Starting at point guard, I think there's a big debate between John Stockton and Steve Nash. On one hand, you've got a guy who leads the league in all-time in steals and assists in John Stockton, but he never did win a ring. And then on the other hand, you've got Steve Nash, who's a two-time MVP, and he has that over Stockton. However, just with this, I'm assuming we're not going to go back in time to play this game, so it'll be more modern era of play. I need someone that can shoot the ball really well from deep. So I'm going to take Steve Nash at my point guard. He could also distribute it.
Great passer,
But yeah.
Great mind, great IQ. You know, he's a coach.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, he coached the Nets. Yeah. At shooting guard, there's a couple different guys I could go here. Obviously, this team is built on shooting, so I could take Kyle Korver here. A couple other shooters. I think the obvious answer, though, is going to be Luka Doncic. I mean, he's probably the greatest scorer, top 3 scorer of white men of all time. So I'm gonna go Luka there. At small forward, I am a very big new era guy, and I do hate on old heads a lot. But there's no one I can't not take Larry Bird at my 3.
That's a classic.
It would be disrespectful for me not to take Larry Legend at my 3. And we also need Larry because this team, I'll be honest, this team is going to be very rough defensively. We're gonna be shooting the ball, we're gonna be scoring, but it's gonna be bad on defense. Larry just has enough grit and heart to where he can at least string together a couple stops for us, just out of pure pride. Moving on to power forward, I think there's another kind of obvious pick here, and that's going to be Dirk Nowitzki. I don't really know who else I would take there. I mean, I don't know. Greatest power forward of all time. That 2011 playoff run was the greatest playoff run I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes in my 23 years of life. And then at center, I'm going to have to take Nikola Jokic. He's leading this, what is it called? Since 2020, he's been leading the NBA in every major stat: points, steals, rebounds, assists, and blocks. Every single one of them he's leading. He's a 3-time MVP. He's a 1-time champion. He's a 1-time Finals MVP.
And he's about to be the triple-double champion.
Yeah. He set a record literally 2 nights ago. First player to ever have 55, 15, and 15. I mean, he's the most skilled big man I've ever seen in my life. He's the best passer for that size I've ever seen in my life. One of the most dominant players I've ever seen in a completely different way than somebody like Shaq. Just in a pure, he's just so skilled. So that would be my
very unique play style.
Yeah, that is going to be my white man starting 5. I'm going to pass it off to Leighton to give us our light skin starting 5.
Hello, Winston.
Hi, Leighton.
Now I am definitely not going to be able to go into as much detail as Peyton will be able to, as you know.
That's okay.
But for light skin, all-time top 5, point guard, pretty obvious, probably Steph Curry.
Yep.
And
That's a
then
given.
that's a given. And shooting guard, I would go with your favorite player of all time, Jason Tatum.
Love that pick.
Now
That's a good
here's
squad right there already.
say what?
That's a good squad right there already.
That is a good squad. I knew you'd like that one.
And it gives you some size.
Yeah. And it
Size
gives
at the 2.
yeah. I mean he's interchangeable with 3. I got Devin Booker.
Okay.
I mean Jason's taller. Is that right?
You probably switch those
Believe
two.
so.
You probably switch those. Devin Booker at the shooting guard, Tatum at the small forward.
Yeah. Thing with Tatum though, not to glaze, is he can guard any 1 through 5.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It's not glazing. It's your favorite player. And then at the power forward, I'm gonna go with Blake Griffin.
Really?
I
Okay.
love Blake Griffin. I mean,
Yeah.
He'll sell tickets.
he'll sell tickets. I mean, he'll get some highlights for sure. And then,
And he'll get some lobs from Curry.
oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
And then I think the center is pretty obvious. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem. Well, what does got a question. What does Wemby classify as?
I would say light skin.
Really?
I think.
Light-skinned.
Well, then that begs the question: would you start Wemby over Kareem?
I'd start him over Blake Griffin. Probably.
Yeah. You could put
Probably.
Blake.
Think
You could
you
put
could do
Wemby
that.
at the power forward, even though
I'm very
Wemby's like
biased towards current players, so you could also just take out Kareem.
okay. Well, I think what do you think? Which team's stronger? The team with Blake or the team without Blake and put Wemby in there? So you have Wemby,
Oh.
Kareem, Booker, Tatum, Curry.
I would say the one without Blake.
Yeah.
But I mean, now it's
I probably
like,
would
if you're
agree.
looking at it now, I don't know. I'm very biased, like I said, towards current players. So I think Blake Griffin in his prime probably might beat Kareem in his prime.
Oh, okay.
I know that might be a hot take.
That's a steaming pile
You're
of.
looking at. All right, this is my reasoning. You're looking at a 2000s plus player versus Kareem, who I don't even know when he played, and that
70s.
the defense
70s,
then
80s.
might have been a little rougher, but the offense was just terrible.
So what I'm
Kareem
hearing,
was great. Kareem was a great player solely because the other people were just so small and not up to par with the future of the NBA today.
wow, okay. So
That is kind of my take, especially on the Jordan LeBron take. I think if you take Jordan in his prime and Bron in his prime, Bron has beaten him 10 times out of 10.
I wouldn't say
Just
10
'cause
times
he
out
is.
of 10, but I do agree, somewhat agree with that take.
Sounds like
I
me and the
think his
caller have very
athleticism
very similar opinions.
So what I'm hearing is you take Kareem out, put Wemby in, and keep Blake.
Trying to think of another 4 that's light skinned.
I mean, maybe Zach LaVine.
Ah,
He's not better than Griffin.
no.
A big light skinned big.
Light skin, big, in the 8th part.
Give me Andre Iguodala.
I want
I
Iguodala.
want Iguodala.
Finals MVP. I love that pick. I don't know. I still think the light skins might take the cake. The good thing about the white team is they've got Larry Bird on that team, and Larry Bird loves to talk shit. He loves to get in the opponent's head, and I don't think
What?
the rest
Sure.
of the white squad would like to. I feel like they're more polite.
Yeah.
I don't think they like to talk, but Larry Bird on the other hand loves to talk. And that's what I like, that enthusiasm, that grit, determination.
Mm.
But that being said, you've also got to face Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Victor Wembanyama. So I'm going to go with the light skins.
Without even hearing the black team, or you're just saying light skin over white team.
For now.
Okay.
So already light skins.
Okay, got it. All right, I'm handing the phone back to Peyton. He's going to tell you the last team.
All right, for the final team, the dark skin team, I'm going straight off the dome here because I've had my laptop open this whole episode, but it's just for prop because it's been dead since last week. So this is straight off the dome. At point guard, and I actually agree. We have very similar opinions when it comes to, old players versus current players. I'm very biased towards new era players.
I do respect the old players, but
Mm-hmm.
I also, if I had money and I were to put money on current players
The skill,
and their same skill sets at the same time,
yeah.
I'm going with the current players.
I'm the same.
I agree with that to an extent.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, the defense back then, people for some reason remember the game back in the day as if it was just a bunch of titans and gods playing each other. If you go back and watch, I'm not talking about the finals. I'm not talking about the All-Star game. I'm talking about you go back and watch a random Tuesday night. Oh my gosh, it is so bad. The players are so bad. They're sagging off 8 feet because nobody can shoot the ball. And you get
Is there a rule that you couldn't double in the paint?
Yeah, you put a player on the post and you hit him, then no one can even help. You got 1v1 on the block because if they're below the free throw line, you're not allowed to help because it's considered double teaming and it's considered a zone defense. If Kevin Durant is 1v1 on the block every time, He's putting up 80 points a night. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get to this final team off the dome. First players that come to mind, I mean, we've got a few. Magic is the first guy that comes to mind. I mean, you know,
Thinking like Anthony Edwards.
yeah, there's a couple different guys. I like New Era, but with the size that he brings, and we've already got scoring on this team, we really don't need another scorer. I'm gonna just go ahead and take Magic Johnson, even though I kind of just said I don't love older players. But I'm gonna definitely take Magic here, guy, because I do still have him. Probably this is the second best point guard behind Steph. So I'll take Magic there. The 2 is where it gets to the point where obviously most people take Jordan. I'm sitting between Jordan. I'm sitting between Kobe Bryant. 2 extremely similar players.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
one
a tough one for sure.
one of them. They're probably the 2 like biggest killers in NBA history. Like their mentality was both unmatched. One could shoot the ball a little bit better. One was a little bit more athletic. So it's really tough. I'm gonna go ahead and just put Michael Jordan at the 2 though.
Fair.
But if I wasn't worried about getting flamed in the comments, I would probably put Kobe Bryant there. But we're just gonna go ahead and put Michael Jordan at the 2. At the 3, I'm obviously gonna put the greatest player of all time. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna change this up. I was gonna put Karl Malone at the 4, but after everything he's done on the court, he doesn't even deserve. Off the court. I mean, he doesn't even deserve to be on this team. So
Absolutely not.
you know what? I'm gonna put Michael Jordan at the 2. I'm gonna put Kobe Bryant at the 3. I'm gonna put LeBron James at the 4.
Now that right there is a squad.
Miami Heat LeBron James is good enough to guard pretty much any 4 in history, so I'm really not worried about that at all. And that lineup is huge. And then earlier, whenever I was discussing the white team, I mentioned that Jokic was one of the most dominant players of all time. The only player that is in his way of holding the title as the most dominant player of all time is Shaquille O'Neal. So at my 5, I'm going to put Shaquille O'Neal. So that team that we're currently looking at is 6'9", 6'6", 6'5", 6'9", 7 foot. So that is a scary team to me. I'll be honest. That's a team that I would not want to play. But yeah, that's my lineup right there.
So Leighton, I'm going to give you this question, the final question.
Okay.
Redskins or the African American team?
Here, I'll say my answer because you didn't answer this question. You didn't answer yet, did you?
No.
Okay, I'll say my answer. Is there a better name? African American team? Can we say that? Is that better? Is that more appropriate?
I don't think any of them. I mean, none of them sound good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with the African American team.
Yeah, I think I would agree with
I
you.
think that's just a safer pick. I mean, when you have Kobe, Jordan, and Braun on the same team, are we
I don't even
taking?
think the 1 or the 5 matter at that point.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm assuming we're taking like their best versions of them.
Yep, prime,
Yeah.
best years.
Prime. I don't know. I think it could be. I think the light skin team. I think the African American team, 8 to 9 times out of 10 beats the light skin team. I think the African American team, 10 times out of 10 beats the white team. I think, yeah, if you're ranking them, African American team, light skin team, Caucasian team.
I like it.
What are your thoughts?
So you said African American, light skin, white, in that order?
Yep.
First, second, third?
Yep.
Yeah. Still trying to think of a better 4 for the light skin team. I mean, you can move Tatum to the 4, Wemby at the 5. Oh,
Klay Thompson.
no. You got Curry. You need a 2 and a 3.
Ray
Curry at the 1,
Allen.
Booker at the 2, Tatum at the. Okay, Curry at the 1.
Is Kevin Durant's black, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
What are we doing?
Maybe he has a white dad.
Look it up. What your computer's
My
did.
computer's that is just for props.
I think Kevin Durant is fully African American.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think just 1 through 5, I would take the African American team.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Peyton, what do you think?
I'll say I actually have a totally different take. Obviously, I'm putting that team 1 because they have, I mean, 4 of the 5 most dominant players ever.
Yeah.
Debatably, like, you know, but I actually think that the white team is better than the light skin team.
That's fair because
If
light
you,
skin team is lacking a little bit.
if I mean, well,
If I'm being totally honest, I didn't even hear your lineup. Can you re-say it?
yeah. Here's the thing, if I go position, let's go position by position because I may not fully agree with that take, but I want to. Steve Nash versus Stephen Curry.
Steph.
Both
Curry's
incredible
got
shooters, undersized, but obviously I'm going to go Steph there. I think he's the greatest point guard of all time. Shooting guards, we have Luka Doncic versus Devin Booker. I'm taking Luka Doncic right there.
Yeah.
He controls the game more than Devin Booker. Devin Booker's an incredible scorer, but as far as just fully controlling the game, like no one can do it quite as good as Luka can. Small forwards, we have Larry Bird versus who was it? Was it Tatum?
Tatum.
Andre Iguodala.
Was it Iguodala? yeah.
Or maybe what about Sean Livingston?
We can do better than Sean. Well, that is true. Sean Livingston's never missed a mid-range before, so.
No, he hasn't.
I like Tatum at the 3, Griffin at the 4,
And Wemby at the 5.
and Wemby at the 5.
All right.
Unless you want to take Griffin out, Wemby at the 4, Kareem at the 5.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the lineup
Okay.
that we did have. Listen, Larry versus Tatum. This goes back to what we talked about. I'm gonna have to give that to Tatum. I mean, the way that Tatum can score, like Larry was known as being one of the best 3-point shooters of all time. Tatum probably makes 3.5 more threes a game than Larry Bird does.
Yeah.
And he's
6'7".
yeah, he's listed at 6'7". He's really about 6'10".
And he's only 19.
And he's only 19 years old, so who knows? Like we're talking about primes right here. He's like 8 years away from his prime. So who even knows what's going to happen by the time he gets there? So I will give the edge to Jason Tatum there. Power forwards, we've got it's Blake Griffin and Dirk Nowitzki. If you want to sell tickets, I'm going Blake Griffin, but I'm going to take Dirk there. Dirk's the greatest power forward of all time, in my opinion. They're honestly pretty different players. One plays out of the dunker and one's more of a isolation scorer, but I'm going to take Dirk there. And then at center, we have Wemby versus Jokic. That's an all-time future matchup. As of right now, though, I'm going to take Jokic. He just controls the floor. He makes the right play all the time. Wemby's definitely a better defender, but so that gives the advantage.
I think the
That gives
Caucasian team.
the light-skinned team a 3-2 advantage, doesn't it?
Does it? Who?
Point guard, light skin. Shooting guard, white. Small forward, white. Nah, it gives the white team a 3-2 advantage. So,
No, it gives. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, I think
It's a close one.
I think the final score of this game is probably going to be 147 to 151.
No, he gives the light skin. You said Curry, Tatum, and Wembanyama.
I got Jokic over Wemby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, final score of this game is probably going to break a record, probably going to break an NBA record. But if this is a 7-game series, it's going to 7. I think the white team will pull it out, and then I think they'll probably get swept by LeBron and the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually did simulate this one time on 2K in the fraternity house, and that actually was the exact what I just said was the exact outcome. So yeah, that's
No, it's been tested.
it's been tested in a lab in the Lambda Chi Alpha house. So yeah, that was a great question though. Leighton, you got anything else for him?
Not off the top of my head.
Well, Winston Boston,
Thank y'all for having me on.
thank you so much for calling in. We enjoyed it.
Yep. See y'all later.
See ya.
So, yep.
All right. That was a great discussion that we had there.
All right, guys. That was, well, we normally end with doing seeing where we're at with picks wise for the NFL, but Peyton's computer's dead, so we can't do that. So we'll have to do double that next week.
Yeah.
So that was episode 15. I hope you guys enjoyed.